Welcome to Ancient Asian Legends. I'm your host, Mei Soon. Today we embark on our journey alongside the Monkey King as he transforms into one of the most powerful mystical figures in Chinese folklore. The tale you're about to hear is drawn from the pages of a Chinese classic, Journey to the West, written by Wu Cheng-en in 1592. Stick around until the end for our proverb of the day, delivering a dose of ancient Asian wisdom. Without further ado, let's dive into today's story titled The Marvelous Birth of the Monkey King. Chapter 1. The Marvelous Birth of the Monkey King. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a magical mountain called Hua Guoshan, Mountain of Flowers and Fruits. On top of the mountain sat a giant stone that had been nurtured by the essence of heaven and earth, absorbing the brilliance of the sun and the moon and gaining mystical powers. Over time, the stone became a living being. One day, out of nowhere, the Hua Guoshan stone cracked open and birthed an egg. The egg sat still, but as soon as the wind touched it, the egg transformed into a monkey. The monkey's eyes sparkled with gold, and he happily bowed to the four corners of the world. Life on the mountain was full of adventures. The monkey would drink fresh water from the mountain streams when he was thirsty and munch on delicious fruits when he was hungry. He played with his animal friends all day long, making the mountain echo with laughter. One scorching day, the stone monkey decided to escape the heat by heading to the mountain stream for a refreshing bath. Along the way, he encountered a troop of monkeys who followed him toward the stream, where they discovered a magnificent waterfall. The monkeys cried out,
"Whoever is brave enough to venture behind the waterfall will be our king."
The mischievous stone monkey, sporting a sly grin, eagerly volunteered,
"I'll do it."
With closed eyes, the stone monkey jumped into the waterfall. To his surprise, he didn't land on water. He now stood on a solid bridge of rocks. The bridge led to a hidden cave filled with stone chairs, beds, and basins. It was a cozy home, waiting for someone to live in it. The stone monkey explored the cave and discovered a stone tablet. Inscribed on the tablet were the words, "Mountain of Flowers and Fruits, Cave with a Water Curtain." Overjoyed, he emerged from the cave and shared the fantastic news with his friends. The monkeys followed their leader through the waterfall and explored the hidden cave. It was filled with treasures like magical pots and bowls. The monkeys were so excited that they kept the promise. The stone monkey would be their king. The stone monkey, feeling fancy, decided to call himself the Monkey King. Life with the Monkey King was amazing. The monkeys would play and explore the beautiful Hua Guoshan during the day and sleep in the cave behind the water curtain at night. Time passed quickly. Months became years. Years became decades, and decades became centuries. Soon, 500 years of fun had passed. The Monkey King grew restless. He began to think about the future and the inevitable reality of growing old. The Monkey King began to question if there was more to life than fun and play. He grew despondent and felt as if his life might pass without him learning the answers to his questions. As the Monkey King reached the depths of his despair, a gibbon monkey appeared before him and shared a secret with the Monkey King. To live forever, one must wander to the ends of the earth, travel to distant corners of the sea, and visit the Buddha, the fairies, and the gods. Inspired and determined, the Monkey King decided to set off on an illuminating journey. The next day, the monkeys built a raft for the Monkey King and packed some tasty wild fruits for his travels. With a cheerful goodbye, the Monkey King set sail alone toward the vast ocean, ready for new adventures and spiritual discoveries. One day, he approached a mountain even higher than Hua Guoshan. He came upon a young woodcutter who told him it was called Mountain of the Spiritual Inch, the home of a divine being known as Bodhi Patriarch. The Monkey King traveled the last 8 miles of his journey toward the mountain. At the foot of the mountain lay a cave, its entrance marked by a slanting moon and 3 stars. As the Monkey King studied the moon and stars, the door swung open. From the shadows of the cave, a celestial child emerged. Quickly advancing toward the child, the Monkey King bowed deeply and expressed his intention. The celestial child smiled and remarked,
"My master, the Bodhi Patriarch, was in the midst of delivering a sermon when he suddenly asked me to open the door because someone outside seeks apprenticeship and knowledge. It's you! Come along!"
The Monkey King adjusted his robes and followed the celestial child into the cave, arriving at the platform where the patriarch imparted wisdom to those traveling the path to enlightenment. The Monkey King beheld the Bodhi Patriarch sitting with dignity atop the platform, flanked by 30 celestial children. The Monkey King was overcome. Immediately, he knelt down and paid his respects. The Patriarch asked the Monkey King about his purpose. Upon hearing the Monkey King's desire to seek the way of the immortals, the Bodhi Patriarch was pleased and gave the king the name Wukong. Little did Wukong know that this fateful encounter with the Bodhi Patriarch was just the beginning of his spiritual journey. What hidden truths lie in the sacred teachings of Mountain of the Spiritual Inch? What challenges and revelations await our Monkey King on his quest for immortality? Stay tuned for the next thrilling chapter in Wukong's extraordinary odyssey. Today's proverb is the following: to know 100 birds, tread the mountain's path. To really understand something, you need to be hands-on. Dive into the action, not just read about it, or listen to a podcast about it. Learning is way more exciting when you're getting your hands dirty. So, let's take actions and make it an adventure. To know 100 birds, tread the mountain's path. That's our proverb of the day. And that wraps up today's episode of Ancient Asian Legends. The original story, Journey to the West, was written by Wu Cheng-en in 1592. Today's story was adapted and translated by Mei Li Soon, edited by Matthew Borer, contains original music by Studio Columna, Jeff Harvey, and Mark Corominas. If you enjoyed the journey with Wukong, share the podcast with those who might appreciate it. Find us on social media to get a refresher of Proverb of the Day. Follow us for more adventures. And until next time on Ancient Asian Legends, take care and stay enchanted.